Today in the Gearhead Gardener, we're going to be looking part 2 of my fig burritos. You remember where I grabbed a bunch of random cuttings, wrapped them in paper towels, wrapped them in aluminum foil, and decided to propagate them that way. So if this is something you're interested in, let's get started. All right, I'm kind of working on my fig burritos today that I packaged up on January 1st. Today, I think, is the 25th or 26th. I kind of just wanted to give you my routine on what I do with these every once in a while. I have been changing the foil and getting in here and unwrapping them and making sure that, I don't have any mold or anything that's causing a problem. It's hard to reuse this foil. Okay, so I was in this one not that long ago because the paper's clean. So I've just been getting in here and changing the paper and just kind of keeping it as damp as I can without it being soggy. As you can see, I got all kinds of little growth on here, and I've been folding the paper towel down and wrapping it around to try and contain where the roots are growing. As you can see, every time I open it up, I kind of break it up. But this is just a bunch of cuttings that I'm trying to just play with. We've got plenty of roots starting at the very bottom. And this has been 3 weeks. There's also figs and branches and everything. And I'm gonna wrap this one back up as well. All right, we'll come back in a couple weeks. Okay, here it is, 9 a.m., February 1st, 2023. And as you can see, I have some fig trees that are waking up already. Pretty cool. All right, let's go to the shop. All right, I kind of want to give you guys a little up to speed on my fig burritos. So as you can see, they're sitting in here. Let's move this guy out of the way. There's a little bit of warmth going on, so I'm just going to pull these guys out. Okay, my fig burrito started on January 1st, and here it is, February 1st, and so we're going to take a look at it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this camera and get it on a tripod, and we're going to open these up and take a look. Okay, I kind of want to do this before the sun starts coming through the windows and bakes onto my cuttings. As you can see, you're doing pretty good. Okay, so let's take a look at the first one here. I'm going to try and roll through this pretty quick. I haven't touched these in about a week. So these are the ones that I got that I'm calling Rosba or Roscoe. We found out that they are a purple fig, like so. Okay. Now, unfortunately, as I take them apart, the roots are starting to get messed up. They're sticking to the paper towel. Okay, how's that? These are definitely off to a really good start. Look at that. And all the roots are stuck to the paper towel. Pretty cool. Okay, let's try to make some room here. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these because I do not need all of these rooted cuttings, as I've got so many of these going on already. So let's take a look at number 2 here. Again, a lot of these have created lots of roots. And this is that one, remember I had so many that I put into one burrito. I could barely roll it up, but you can see these are all either rooting or starting to root pretty quickly. Let's check out the last one. Now these are all from the same Roscoe tree I found that I've showed you many times, the cuttings. And this was with another tree that I found off of a street called Martha. And same thing, January 4th, I took a bunch of these cuttings that I had laying around. Look at all these pieces that just fall. And then unfortunately I'm losing a lot of the roots because they're all stuck in the paper towel. So maybe that wasn't the best idea, but those are nice. I'm going to try and keep these separate because most of these look at that. Maybe a little bit too long in there. I'm thinking 2 weeks would have probably been, 2 to 3 weeks would have been a nice start. And here's another one that I had that was wrapped in aluminum foil and somehow I never wrapped it back up. But I forgot what date I did this one. Oh yeah, this is the one with a little tiny single node one and it rooted out. And I know that these are all this same strain that, like I said, I don't need, but I'm doing this for fun. Okay, so with so many of these great cuttings that are all starting to root so nicely, it's hard to decide which I want to plant. Look at that one, I even put a scar in it, didn't even do anything. I want to figure out which ones I want to plant. So I've selected these 6, which are off to a great start. And I'm going to go ahead and pot these up. Like I said, right now it's 68 degrees outside, 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and just pot these and put these outside and get these in full sun and just let them grow as they are. And we'll see if they need humidity, if they don't need humidity. All right, so I'm going to call this one quits. This is my fig burrito part 2. I'm stuck with a bunch of cuttings with a bunch of roots and a bunch of extra trees. So if you guys like this video, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Come along with me on this journey as I plant my figs, work on old cars, and do pretty much anything I want in my retirement. Thanks for watching the Gearhead Gardener here on Filet TV.